From bullied schoolboy to billionaire inventor. From sleeping on a couch to launching rockets into orbit. From PayPal to Mars. Elon Musk is not just a name, he's a phenomenon. A modern-day innovator whose bold visions have shaken the world. He's been called a genius, a disruptor, a madman, and a prophet of the future. But who is the real Elon Musk? And how did he come to rewire the very future we live in? This is the story of Elon Musk, a man who turned science fiction into science fact. Elon Reeve Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. His mother, May Musk, was a Canadian-born model and dietitian. His father, Errol Musk, was a South African electromechanical engineer. Elon was the oldest of 3 children, and from a young age, he stood out, not for athleticism or charisma, but for his mind, quiet, introverted, and deeply intellectual. Young Elon was obsessed with books. He devoured science fiction, philosophy, encyclopedias, and comic books. By the time he was 9, he'd read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. While other kids played sports, Elon immersed himself in the worlds of Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke. But school wasn't kind. Elon was relentlessly bullied. Once beaten so badly, he was hospitalized. He often escaped into fantasy worlds created in his mind, driven by ideas that most kids his age couldn't even comprehend. At 12, he created a video game called Blastar, a simple space shooter, and sold it to a magazine for $500. It was the first taste of entrepreneurship, and a small hint of the future that awaited. As he entered his late teens, Elon realized he didn't see a future in apartheid-era South Africa. He dreamed of bigger things, of space, of America. At 17, with a suitcase and a dream, he left South Africa and moved to Canada, enrolling at Queen's University. 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, earning degrees in physics and economics. But Elon wasn't just a student. He was already thinking like a futurist. He once said there were 5 things he believed would most shape the future: the internet, renewable energy, space exploration, artificial intelligence, and reprogramming the human genome. That list, in hindsight, reads like a roadmap for his life. In 1995, Elon enrolled in a PhD program at Stanford, intending to study applied physics. But just 2 days in, he dropped out. The internet was booming, and he didn't want to miss it. That same year, Elon and his brother Kimball launched a startup, Zip2. It was a digital business directory with maps and navigation, designed for newspapers. They were broke. Elon slept in the office, showered at the YMCA, and coded all night. But the idea had legs. 4 years later, Compaq bought Zip2 for $307 million. Elon walked away with $22 million. Instead of celebrating, he reinvested the money into a new venture, X.com, an online bank. At a time when people barely trusted online shopping, Musk was betting on digital finance. In 2000, X.com merged with a company called Confinity. That merger birthed a new company, PayPal. Although Elon was ousted as CEO, he remained its largest shareholder. When eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion in 2002, Musk took home $180 million. That kind of money could buy yachts, mansions, and a life of leisure. But Elon Musk wasn't interested in retirement. For most, space is fantasy. For Elon, it was destiny. Inspired by the idea that humans needed to become a multiplanetary species to survive, he founded SpaceX in 2002. Its mission: to make space travel affordable, reusable, and one day send humans to Mars. Everyone thought he was crazy. The early years were brutal. The first 3 SpaceX rockets exploded. Each launch drained millions. The media mocked him. Friends advised him to quit. Even Elon admitted he was nearly broke. He had poured all his PayPal fortune into Tesla and SpaceX. But in 2008, the 4th launch succeeded. It was a moment of triumph. Later that year, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract to deliver cargo to the International Space Station. SpaceX was saved, and the space race would never be the same in 2020. SpaceX made history, becoming the first private company to send NASA astronauts into orbit aboard the Crew Dragon. Suddenly, Elon wasn't just building rockets, he was rewriting the rules of space. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Musk had his eyes on another target: transportation. In 2004, he joined a small startup called Tesla Motors. Though he wasn't the founder, he became its lifeblood, pouring in millions and eventually becoming CEO. Musk's goal was simple but bold: make electric cars not just viable, but desirable. The road was rocky. Tesla nearly went bankrupt. Production delays, funding shortages, and skeptical investors almost sank the company. Musk famously worked 120-hour weeks, slept at the factory, and pushed his team relentlessly. Then came the Model S, sleek, high-performance electric car that blew past expectations. Then the Model X, then the affordable Model 3. Tesla didn't just survive, it soared. It became the world's most valuable car company, and Elon Musk became a symbol of the electric revolution. But Musk's ambitions stretch far beyond Earth and electricity. He founded the Boring Company to dig underground tunnels and reduce traffic congestion. He launched Neuralink to explore the merging of human brains with artificial intelligence. He unveiled plans for the Hyperloop, a high-speed transportation system in vacuum tubes. He even started selling flamethrowers and tequila, partly as jokes, partly as experiments in viral marketing. Through it all, Musk remains fascinated with merging science fiction with reality. His ideas, once dismissed as wild, often become real. But genius often comes with controversy. Elon's tweets have moved markets, triggered lawsuits, and created media firestorms. In 2018, he tweeted about taking Tesla private at $420 per share, leading to an SEC investigation and a $40 million settlement. He's been criticized for downplaying COVID, clashing with journalists, and firing thousands of workers. His management style is intense. Some call it toxic, others call it necessary. In 2022, he shocked the world again by purchasing Twitter for $44 billion. He promised to restore free speech, then laid off thousands, unbanned controversial accounts, and rebranded the platform as simply X. His goal: to build an everything app, part social media, part banking, part marketplace. To some, he's a chaotic force. To others, a visionary breaking the old systems. So who is Elon Musk? He's a father of 10, a relentless workaholic, a man who reads rocket textbooks for fun and prefers engineering meetings to luxury vacations. He's awkward in interviews, brutal in boardrooms, and unpredictable on Twitter. He's inspired millions, upset thousands, and refuses to be defined by anyone else's rules. He didn't inherit wealth. He built empires. He risked it all, again and again. When his rockets exploded, he tried again. When critics laughed, he doubled down. He's not just building companies, he's building the future. Whether you love him or loathe him, Musk has changed the world. He made electric cars mainstream. He made spaceflight exciting again. He pushed the boundaries of AI, transportation, energy, and brain-computer interfaces. He made risk look normal. He made failure look like part of the plan. And through every storm, financial, personal, or political, he kept moving forward. He's not just a billionaire. He's a builder of futures. This is the story of Elon Musk, the man who dared to dream bigger than anyone else, the man who rewired the future.